Good evening, everyone. Today we are working towards my goal of reaching max Skyblock XP. So on today's agenda we have spooky fishing, and I was just here spooky fishing and realized I'm making 45 mil an hour. So I just hopped on. I gotta document this, and I don't know what's up. I don't know if this is like good RNG or anything, but the rates are looking good. 45 mil an hour just doing a BCR grind essentially is insane in my opinion. But how I do this for like the best rates is I fish with flying fish, and then I manual swap to bat with burnt text essentially, so I get the increased chance of catching spooky mobs while getting double chance. So I think this is better than actual, I don't know, I'm still using whale bait. I'm kind of thinking about switching to spooky bait because that would probably max out my BCR faster, but I still want the money, so I'll take the longer grind for more money. I don't actually know how I feel about the spooky festival at this time. I remember the OG spooky festival, which was just grinding mobs. It was very bad, but then they reworked it a couple years later, and it has been, oh, I just nuked my entire fucking batch. Yeah, that's not good. But then later they reworked it again, so they added the actual spooky mobs and the spooky chests and whatnot, which was a good change in my opinion. But I think, I don't know, the B series, I haven't checked the spooky, actual spooky. These B series are kind of harsh. Headless Horseman, I guess that one's gonna get done. You can just spawn them in, so that's not too bad. But the rest are a kind of pain in the ass. I think also the trick-or-treaters are way rarer than the other mobs. The soul guy who like takes over your skin, the phantom something, he's very common. The witch is very common, and the skeleton guy, wither skeleton with the pumpkin, they are really common. The other ones, not that common, which is kind of concerning because they have the same amount of VCR to max. So it just doesn't compute in my brain how that would be good. But yeah, I guess, because for me, the perfect like design for BCA would be, imagine all the mobs come from the same place. In my opinion, you should have them maxed at about the same time. Like not exactly the same time, but about the same time. So maybe like a couple hours, maybe like an hour or so. Let's get the water hydra pinged. I need, oh shit, and everything's dead. I deal too much damage, bro. I'm saying I am too fucking strong in this game. I have too much aura. The mobs just fold when I appear. I just wanted to record like this little sesh to show you guys that this is actually like a good strategy to do, because also like spooky fishing is pretty slept on. I mean, water fishing in general is pretty slept on. All of you guys are just fucking Galatea. I mean, Galatea is water fishing, but water fishing, I mean like normal water fishing. Bayou is pretty underrated. I know there are like a billion macros in the bayou. Just fucking, I've caught like five of them, and they all just sit at their computer while macroing. So when I get close to them, they turn their macro off and just like call me out for being weird. And that's all. That's how they all act, because they want to be like sad. They want to be all defensive and make me feel bad about calling them out, which is like this fucking dark ass psychology, mango dark psychology, you know. And I also discovered like my net worth in cosmetic net worth is going up so much. I bought this set a long time ago. I mean, I applied the dice a long time ago when they just came out. So then they were like 100 mil a pop. Now the Nadeshiko dice, Nadeshiko, I don't know how to pronounce it, are 200 mil. Like, I need to drop one ASAP. And also, I haven't dropped anything on the experimentation table in like a fucking year. it feels like those drops. I mean, I have dropped tier 7s, but it's always like that one Scuttler drop, the Severed Pincer, and all of the like weird protections like projectile protection, blast protection, fire protection, and like Thunderlord 7 or whatever. A reason why my rates are so high could come from my insane magic find. Yeah, but like I have like 400 magic find when I kill these mobs. Oh, Grim Reaper. So that could contribute a lot. I don't know how I feel about the magic find changes. I mean, they say the drops will be more common, but it will feel weird, you know, having like 160 magic find in chat. I will look like such a bot, bro. 160 magic find at level 500. Back in the day, you could get way more magic find. I think they have nerfed magic find so hard lately. Back in the day, you could get way more magic find. I saw people getting like 700 magic find on like ghosts or whatever. But that was insane. I don't know how they did that, but I remember there were a lot of things that gave you magic find, like the Crimson set, but that was also replaceable with Sorrow, so I don't really know exactly what. Daedalus actually used to give you magic find, now it doesn't. I don't know how much we lost from that, but that was a huge chunk of magic find that we just lost on like every single drop. Because now only Chimera works for your G-Drag, so it's not as high as it used to be. I remember one summer, well, like 2 summers, that was what I did. I sat in exactly like this box, but I fished in lava, and I was worm fishing to get my first Hyperion. That was actually so fucking fun though. I was in these like huge fishing parties where there were like 6 people, and everyone just took turns shooting a dreadlord sword at the little pit with the worms. And then we just got loot share, and we got like 50 mil an hour. Back in the day, 50 mil an hour, maybe not back in the day, but like 2022, I think. 50 mil per hour, and I wasn't even maxed with fishing. That was insane rates. Now 50 mil an hour is like hard to come by, I think. But yeah, that was Hyperions back then were 2.5 bills, so it took a long time. But I had the consistency locked in. So I just got it. I just sat down for like a couple weeks straight. My eyes were red. They were bloodshot red. I was on the game like 10 hours a day for 2 weeks straight, sitting in these parties. I was so shy. I was too shy. I was in a Discord call a lot of times, but I was too shy to speak. And I was with there's a guy called like Aiden Cutie. He had like a G-Rod. He has a G-Rod. He has like 2 clover helmets. That guy is insane. And I like saw up to him because he had like these goated ass. He had 10 Magma Lord, like insane magic find with Carmine dye and everything. Like back when dyes were rare, Emerald dyed sets, 2 clover helmets, giant rod, because you were able to like manual swap your rod. Even if you were fishing lava, you could swap to your giant rod, so you got even more worms. That was and you could also do that in the Crimson Isles, and it was even like 2 or 3 bill. It was so cheap, so underrated rod. A lot of people got it for like 1 bill. I've still never bought a G-Rod because I'm scared they will like completely remove it or whatever. But the spooky event is starting soon, so I'm gonna roll this little video up right here. Thank you if you have watched to the end. You need to subscribe. As I've said before, you need to subscribe because I need to make it out of the Skyblock suburbs. The Skyblock suburbs are not treating me well, so I need to make it out and join the big leagues. Please like and subscribe, or you won't get these rates that you see on screen right now. And for my setup that I said I wanted to tell you, I use Sorrow Armor with Legion, doesn't matter. Snowy Rift Necklace, Davies Cloak for Magic Find, Implosion Belt for the Bloodshot Reforge, Magma Gun doesn't matter. Magma Lord with Bobbing Time fine because I'm the GOAT, and I just hop down, find the water in the Crystal Hollows, activate this perk, Miner's Blessing for 30 magic find, and maybe you can upgrade this Superior Fisher if you're missing stats. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna kill all these mobs and wish you a good evening. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And nothing. Thanks for watching. See ya.